So Joe Biden's putting together his cabinet, and he tweeted this out. He says, when I'm speaking to foreign leaders, I'm telling them America is going to be back. We're going to be back in the game. In case anybody thought we stopped building the world, we are back. What game is he referring to, you think? What game? I'm Joe Biden representing the United States Senate. We're ready to rejoin the World Rummy game. What game is he talking about? Johnny Grass says, what the F does this even mean? I know. Well, here, Danny Highfunk says, America is back, baby, back to being an effective, murderous, imperialist monster that steals the lives of millions around the world, unlike Trump, who couldn't manage the affairs of the war machine to its liking. That's what we're back to. 1/3 of Biden's Pentagon transition team gets money from the weapons industry. The president-elect is drawing from hawkish think tanks financed by arms companies. Joe Biden, this is going to get unbelievably worse. You can't believe how bad it is. So I'm warning you right now, if you voted for Joe Biden and you thought happy days were here again and you could sigh some relief, here we go. Ready? Joe Biden, as vice president, oversaw wars in Yemen, Libya, Afghanistan, and more. He's already embracing personnel with strong ties to the military apparatus, driving endless combat. Of the people who comprise the Department of Defense Agency Review Team, over a third list their most recent employment as organizations, think tanks, or companies that either directly receive money from the weapons industry or are part of the industry. Some of the other people were just self-employed warmongers. Man, you got to love those resumes. Positions desired, imperialist stooge. Okay. Just so you know, we require 3 to 5 years of war experience. The Center for Strategic and International Studies, that's called the CSIS. The Center for Strategic and International Studies is listed as the most recent employment of 3 individuals on Biden's Department of Defense Agency Review Team: Kathleen Hicks, Melissa Dalton, and Andrew Hunter. Their most recent employment, they're all on Biden's Defense Agency Review Team. They all list their last employment at CSIS, the Center for Strategic and International Studies. What is CSIS? Well, it's a hawkish and influential foreign policy think tank that receives funding from General Dynamics, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman Corporation, Lockheed Martin, and other weapons manufacturers and defense contractors, as well as oil companies. It's like a gaggle of war criminals who's funding them. Raytheon is a key supplier of bombs to the United States-Saudi war in Yemen and has aggressively lobbied to prevent any curbs on arms sales to the Saudi-led coalition. And they'll likely be running commercials on MSNBC if they're not already. 2 individuals named for Biden's Department of Defense Agency Review Team, Eli Ratner and Susanne Blume, list the think tank Center for a New American Security as their most recent employer. The think tank Center for a New American Security. Center for a New American Security takes a significant chunk of its money from Northrop Grumman Corporation, as well as the U.S. State Department, and from Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and a host of corporations, including oil companies. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris drew heavily from CNAS to advise her presidential primary campaign. The think tank is known for embracing pro-war foreign policy as well as escalation towards Russia and China. Do you see who's running the country? Bloodthirsty warmongers who make trillions of dollars out of blowing other people up. 3 people from the team, Stacey Pettyjohn, Terry Tanilian, and Christine Wormuth, hail from the RAND Corporation, a hawkish think tank that receives significant funding from the U.S. Army and the Department of Homeland Security. Of those remaining, one team member works for JPMorgan Chase, and another is retired from the State Department. A few work for universities and other organizations. The only reason he's president-elect is because black, brown, indigenous youth mobilized to vote out Trump's fascism. Biden shouldn't make the mistake that Democrats are commonly known to make, which is to abandon the same people who put them there, says Ramon Mejia, Director of Grassroots Global Justice Alliance. War making and corporate profiteering is a non-starter. We must divest the bulk of our budget from a war-fueling extractive economy and prioritize investing in life-sustaining regenerative economy. Joe Biden says he may further increase military spending if elected. Because it's something we can afford, unlike health care. So that's Joe Biden's cabinet. That's who's in Joe Biden. It's a who's who of war profiteers. It used to be a war profiteer was a dirty word. That was something you didn't want to be. Now a war profiteer is something people aspire to. And as long as a woman is doing it, it's a victory for feminism. God damn it. This is the guy who's staffing his cabinet with people right from the wow.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Whew. Okay. That's unbelievable. But, and everyone's, anyway, I don't even, okay, you're happy. We won. We got rid of Trump. We won. We got rid of Trump. Isn't that great? We win. I feel like a winner. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.